you can't drop items in this game. Alright, it's exposed. That's not a timer or anything. I feel like I'm zooming a little more than usual. That seems more cinematic or something. They took out melee health regen? Why would they do that? Alright, I'm gonna leave that enemy alone and see if the exposed thing ever goes away. Well, okay, I lied. I'm gonna leave this enemy alone. Also, can I see it through? No, I can't see it through a wall. Oh, I can. Okay, it seems that exposed is not on a timer. It just is there. So that's cool. Also, it feels kind of like my attacks are a little slower. Like they have more hit lag, kind of. Or more lined up. Oh, Loader and Acrid still have melee health regen? Okay. Honestly, that probably doesn't matter that much. Mercenary is really good. Dude, does this attack go like so much farther because of the... Oh my god, thank you. Because of the sprint thing? Because it feels just so much bigger. I should use this first. And then okay, alright. I'm gonna get the big enemy strats down. But I didn't mean my basic attack. Basic attack's the same. That feels slower. And obviously it feels slower to use my movement skill. I'm developing some sort of rhythm. Mercenary is probably pretty good even without the regen. I do have to stop holding mouse 1 as much. Because it will waste a little bit of the exposed debuff once in a while. But I do feel pretty mercenary still. I wonder if they fixed launching enemies into the wall with mouse third skill. I'm gonna finish looting, I think. How would you expose something twice? Of course the exposed debuff doesn't stack because the next attack takes it off. Yeah, if the boss gets my effects, my item effects, then that's trash, and we'll see. But, like, in honesty, if the final boss is like that, and you can't not fight it, then I will probably quit this game, you know? Like, if you have to fight the final boss, and it forces you into the enemies get your items, or enemies get items mechanic, I'm just not gonna play the game. Yeah, if it gets buffs based on stealing certain amounts of items or something, that's, you know, that's cool. Donut. Well, I didn't have the option to avoid the final boss the first time. That could be different later. I mean, I don't know if the bleeds were from the dagger, but yes, it did cause me to bleed. Don't know if it crit me, but probably. Can loot by going into the artifact trial or by using a blue portal. You know, I guess that's fair. It looked like there was a teleporter where I spawned, then I'm just blind. Which is not unreasonable. Do you have to beat that boss to kill the special scavenger now? I doubt it. Because, like, you can still obliterate, I'm sure. I only had one option for interacting with the teleporter. I think I canceled that sprint. Oh, on stage 4 you can do something? That's weird. The patch notes says buffs. Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't be patch notes. That wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't tell you about the final boss mechanics. Yeah, I didn't notice the Shattering Justice, so I mean it was probably there. I wasn't looking at my debuffs and things. Feels very weird to stop attacking to get a proper like loop for exposed. But exposed does get you your cooldowns back sooner, so like it's just good. Okay, so every time I use my second skill, it should pop the band. Well, let me be fair about something here. I don't know if everyone else complains as much as I do about enemies having items or anything. I could really be the only one that cares so much about how like dumb it is. And that could just be anything, you know? Dang, I didn't get 3. I definitely agree. It shouldn't be because of this mechanic. I can't take this item. I might not push these anymore. I don't know. And like, that attack that it was shooting at me was like really easy to dodge if you sprint, I'm sure. But how, like, a lot of characters can't also be attacking and like circle strafing to get around that boss, like while it's doing that. So it's like a lot of waiting to attack. So it's like either it could just be very patient for this phase or you die, which, I mean, yeah, okay. No. But that's also not fun. Even if it's easy, where it's just like sprint, once it does that attack, go in and attack yourself. I mean, okay, you get it done. Certainly don't want to do it. But we'll see. If I can get there on this run, we might learn that, well, actually, it's very bad for a melee character when you pick up Tesla Coil. And then, well, yeah, kind of did that to myself, huh? I have... can wait. I can get another item that's better. Yeah, but red printers are so uncommon that scrapping one of your red items is like, why? And like this item, why would you ever take it if the boss gets it? Scrap all your items before the boss. But you need a good build to fight the other phases of the boss. There are some lunar, like they're the cauldron things on that stage. There are a couple. And 2 lunar bulbs. But I wonder if those aren't guaranteed to be useful items, because I'm pretty sure that the green cauldron that I saw on that level was Wisp. And yeah, that's not useful at all. I mean, I do have to assume you get the items back after you've killed that phase. Or it's the last phase. But like, there's no way they don't give the items back once you beat that. And it does seem like if you just sprint until it does the shooting attack, dodge the shooting, attack for a little bit, I mean, you'll get it done eventually. It sucks if you don't have any range, though. Depending on your items, I guess. And I guess, you know, if it's really taking your items and using them, it also sucks if you have, like, any type of damage reduction. Where was the teleporter? Seems like if you get enough items, it might just kill the boss. That would be nice. Teleporter's way over there. I'm just hoping that we don't understand the mechanics of that phase well enough yet, and it's fine. That's the hope. Yeah, I feel like it would be pretty satisfying to fight that boss in the situation where you understand how its really fast motions work. Because, like, it did seem pretty hard to dodge correctly for when it, like, sprints at you, dashes to the left, and it does a really fast swing. Like, I'm sure that that's something that they designed such that it's dodgeable, reactable. So in the event where I finally figure out how to dodge that, I feel like it'll be pretty satisfying. Just be like, yep, it's dashing, it's going to teleport here, I'll run to the right, and then I'll get some attacks in, etc., etc. Like, I feel like that whole thing is probably pretty sweet. This is where we find out if I can still push the boss to death, which would be really great if I could. But I kind of feel like they fixed that. Oh, this is a wisp stage? It is. Yeah, that's why that dude's wandering there. I was like, this seems off, but I'm just gonna allow it. Oh, well, here goes that. Cool. Froggy, thank you 100 bits. I did see that I got them back as I dealt damage. It wasn't very quick, though. And it really does depend on the effects that it gets for how much that matters, which is... Are you supposed to skip a bunch of items? Oh, also, there's no effect here for one-shot protection now, which is weird. I guess red health, they didn't think of that. Where did the frickin'... Someone dropped a Gore's Tome, and I don't see it. Yeah, melee's obviously disadvantaged. But... No. Hard to get the push in. Who doesn't want to get pushed? Alright, I'm gonna, come back down a little bit. One-shot protection thing disappears when you're... Yeah, there it is. When you're too low to activate it. So we can see that... okay, so maybe that does mean that... PSG is just bad and should always be gotten rid of. You just chill over there, dude. Kind of rude. Looks like PSG counts towards full health. Yep, look, there it is. PSG absolutely counts. Ruins one-shot protection. Just like people always said it did. So literally always scrap it. Good to know. Get me out. It's crit glasses in disguise, exactly. capacity? An extra thing? No, I guess not. So I think that I can still push this dude probably, but the spacing is just different. Man, 5 repulsion armors. This is gonna suck when I fight the final boss. Which is just such a dumb phrase to have to, like, even consider saying. Oops, I just missed. Oh yes, this is gonna be great fun. Ah, there's skulls after me. Why must we just go to space? It would be fine. Like, I'm gonna be standing on this thing, and it's gonna teleport me to the ground, because it just keeps going up. Yep, there it is. Thank you for coming back to me, friend. Oops. Oh, there it is. See, that felt like the same kind of spacing that I had already used, but apparently it wasn't. So I don't really know exactly how it works. Yeah, at least Doomba won't hurt me on the final boss. You know, maybe I don't really care about using exposed for the damage up. Maybe just having the cooldown is enough, and it's just like nuts good. And if you happen to get high damage on an attack that you care about, cool. I believe Doomba is on kill, not on damage, I think. Yeah, with Engineer, Doomba might be bad. Oh no, it's definitely the replacement for the laser turbine. That's absolutely what it is. I can't do it. Okay. But anyway, the only way that the Doomba would hurt you, I guess, on the boss, on a normal character, probably, is if when it takes it from you, it keeps your stack. Like whatever your kill count number thing is. But it probably does not do that. Yep, if the final boss gets razor wire, that sucks. I doubt it steals your drones. I mean, they'd attack it, and they might draw some aggro, so maybe that's good. God, I never noticed until now that those were pingable. Well, the final boss has a lot of phases. There's only one that I'm here complaining about. But the final boss has like 20 million phases. I don't even know that I died on the last one. Can I have a new use item? That's new, literally, so yes. Oh, don't do that. That's so rude. Well, this thing's gonna take me a minute. Like a literal real world minute, probably. Ow. God. I can't aim those things. Okay, buy it now. What'd it be? You and all your allies enter a frenzy. Okay. Wonder how long it lasts and how long its cooldown is. Grab the, oh, yeah. It's so high up in the air. It's probably a big attack speed up, yeah. If I had to guess. Kind of would rather wait to use it until I have an actual, like, big combat scenario. If I hadn't already killed that, frick. That's good, though. If I hadn't already killed that, overloading parent, that would have been great. That would have been the time, if ever there had been one. Yeah, sure. So it was like 45-second cooldown. It was some attack speed up, and I couldn't tell if it was anything else. Alright, let's suffer through this boss fight. Truly. Making this hard on myself. Do I have any scrap at the moment? I have 2 scrap. Gee, why don't I take more bleed? Just so the boss can make me bleed more. Okay, whatever. See you later, dude. I give up. Or did they make bleed is 4 guaranteed now or something? I think they might have buffed that item and I forgot. Oh yeah, I should try to scrap all those. If there's a scrapper, I'll get rid of those 3. Hey look, there's a scrapper. I'll get rid of those 3. Well, guaranteed bleed was at 7 before. Is that a green printer? No. Well, I could get to 7 bleeds, though, and then die to the boss because of it. Which really just sounds like a blast. Yeah, it refreshes when it applies. Yeah, green printers don't seem to exist in the 0th loop. Oh good, there's a freaking Shrine of the Mountain. Okay, there's the teleporter. What if I take Crowbar, though? Then I'll get Crowbarred. Do I care? Probably. Can you scrap on cauldrons? That's true, you can. So if you scrap some greens, you can get red items out of that. Oh look, a PSG printer. That's what I need. Yeah, I guess I could scrap the daisies after this stage, if I'm planning to only fight the final boss. No! How could you? Yeah, I guess the tomes as well. But I guess red scrap would literally only ever be worth it if you found a red printer, which is super uncommon, so. I'm poor. There are a few times you can get on kill effects in that fight. Because, like, after the first phase, you start getting ads. Alright, I went for it. It's too hard. What's my healing situation like, though? It's not great. But the boss takes all your items, not just some of them. But it's not that we're avoiding... Like, we're not avoiding what the boss takes. We're avoiding having useless items so that we can print them into better items. That's the idea that's being thrown out there. It is fire spaghetti. No, worms don't wait to attack you. So if you get an overloading worm spawn, you actually are just, like, super screwed. It's bad times. Oh, the magma worm has a boss item now? That's really cool. If only there had been a crit printer. I had a pretty decent amount of scrap. I'm really looking forward to this. The boss having... Also, that looks really cool. All that. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to the boss having lots of repulsion armor plates. Anyway, sure, I'll give scrapping at least the useless stuff a go. Or one of the useless stuff, you know? Always useless. Pretty much useless. Now useless. Useless. Any other green I could get rid of? I think we're good. I probably want to keep the slowing. I don't know. We'll just go with this. This is fine. Keys? You actually get an item on that level. So why not, right? Yeah, I mean, it probably could spawn in here or something, and you just, like, never know. This will be my second attempt at the final boss. I assume I will die because of the items I have. But, you know, we'll see. And because I'm not a ranged character. Yes, I could change some of my whites and greens, but that probably wouldn't help me too much. I mean, you only get... Or I only saw 2 of the cauldrons. But I did make some scrap, so, you know. We'll see what I get out of those. But, like, Tesla coil. I'm probably dead. And those things are kind of annoying to fight as me, the mercenary. Maybe. There's straight up more of these things than there were. Okay, alright. Can you leave the arena entirely mid-fight? I don't know. I like how they, like, crouch. Oh, you're such cuties. I don't actually want to be this close to them. Why are you following me? I'm gonna leave them alone. Like, they'll probably find me elsewhere, but, like, I don't want to deal with them. Like, the flying one's pretty annoying. Not my friends. They're called lunar chimeras, by the way. Pretty cool name. But I really like how these things move. The big spider turret ones. I mean, if it is, like, if the way it works is that the boss can be killed by you having more items for that phase where it takes your items, and it taking the items seems to damage it. If it can die just to taking too many items, then yes, the strat is loot more, so you don't have to do that phase, because that phase is probably the only thing that's bad about it. Probably. That's the same place it was in last time, more or less. Weird. It's my use item. I think it's just attack speed up. You okay there, buddy? You look a little stuck. Okay, you're unstuck now. I don't like this. Yes, it is actually raining on this level. I think that I was being, like, it sounded like a thing was trying to follow me, but it also wasn't on the ground, so I don't know where it was. So over there were 2 lunar pods last time. I think there probably are again. But I'm trying to come up with what could I get from a lunar pod that would actually help me. And I think that the answer is nothing. Over there were the cauldrons, though. So let's have, oh, there are a few. Aegis, nope, useless. Resonance disc, probably useless. Shattering Justice. I mean, I'd love Shattering Justice. But sure, so would the boss. I don't know if I will play with him later. He didn't answer me when I tweeted at him. Bros. They're gonna join me in the final boss fight and I'm not gonna like it. But that is what I get for leaving them alive. I mean, look at it from their perspective. I didn't know that they were doing any sponsored streams, but, like, I'm gonna play it anyway. They know who I am. Why would they offer to pay me to play it? So, I mean, you know. Alright, so I wonder how hard this boss will kill me, a melee character, the Mercenary. I do have a lot of jump, though, and he doesn't seem to deal well with jump. These aren't even hitting me, and I'm not really sure why, but that's fine. I've fought the boss as Huntress and this character right here, right now. Oh, there I go. And I have, like, not very much healing, so it's kind of a problem. And there I go. Cool.